Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive? We're going to tackle some seriously cool AI stuff today.
Definitely.
I mean, this is the kind of news that just makes you step back and say, hold up, is this real life right now?
Right.
We're talking about Deepseek V3.
Oh, yeah. Deepseek. Big buzz around that.
It's this new AI model, and get this, it's going head to head with, like, the biggest name in AI, ChatGPT 4.0.
Yeah. It's really interesting, to see what they're doing, how they're taking it on.
So we've got some excerpts here, some articles and stuff, basically laying out the whole story.
Maybe let's dive in. What do we got?
So first things first,
Right.
right? Deepseek is making waves because it's not just some little side project.
No, not at all. It's actually performing really well, like surprisingly well.
Yeah, like matching or even beating ChatGPT 4.0 in some areas. And on top of that, it's open source and free to use.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, that open source aspect. It's really shaking things up.
Okay, hold on, back up for a sec. For those of us who don't speak fluent AI, what does matching benchmarks actually mean?
Sure. So think of benchmarks like standardized tests for AI, right?
Got it, like the SATs for robots.
Exactly. They measure things like how well the AI understands language, how well it can reason and solve problems, even its creativity.
Okay, so Deepseek is basically acing the same tests as ChatGPT 4.0.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's consistently scoring really high, sometimes even higher than ChatGPT 4.0, which is, developed by OpenAI, a much larger company.
So it's a classic underdog story, David versus Goliath, but with AI. Deepseek is developed by the smaller company, Highflyer.
Yeah, and they built it way faster, like 55 days, and spent way less money, something like $6 million.
Whoa, that's insane compared to what some of the bigger AI projects cost, right?
Absolutely. So you've got to wonder, how are they doing this?
Right, what's their secret weapon?
Well, one big thing is that DeepSeek is open source.
Right, you said that. What does that actually mean, though, for how it's built?
So it means the code is out there for anyone to see, anyone to tinker with, anyone to improve.
Huh.
It's like a recipe that everyone can share and build upon, right? This leads to way faster innovation.
So it's like a global team of developers all working together to make it better. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, and it really contrasts with the approach of some of the bigger companies who keep their code under wraps.
So back to those benchmark tests. Were there any specific areas where Deepseek just totally crushed it, like blew ChatGPT 4.0 out of the water?
Well, the articles pointed out that DeepSeek is really good at creative writing, poems, code, scripts, even music. It can handle all kinds of different formats.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, and it also scored really well on tests that involve logic and reasoning, like complex problem solving. In some of those scenarios, it actually outperformed ChatGPT 4.0.
Oh, that's impressive. Okay, but let's get real. How easy is it for a regular person to actually use Deepseek?
Well, that's another cool thing. It's super accessible. It's available as a free app. You can download it right now in the US App Store.
No.
And guess what? It's already a top-rated app.
Oh, wow. So anyone with a smartphone can basically play around with cutting-edge AI. That's pretty wild.
It is, and it has the potential to democratize access to AI in a big way.
Okay, so let's shift gears for a minute and talk about the company behind Deepseek, Highflyer. What's their deal?
So Highflyer's been around for a while, but they weren't always focused on AI like this. Their main thing was actually AI-driven trading. They were using algorithms to make predictions in the financial markets.
Wait a minute. Could that be part of why Deepseek is so good?
Interesting point.
AI-driven trading involves crunching tons of data, spotting patterns, making predictions. That sounds kind of similar to what you need for a language model, right?
You might be onto something. It's very possible that Highflyer's experience with financial AI gave them a leg up when they decided to create Deepseek.
Yeah, makes you wonder. Okay, one last thing I wanted to bring up. The articles mentioned that NVIDIA stock took a bit of a hit lately. Could that be related to Deepseek at all?
It's definitely possible.
How so?
Well, Deepseek was trained using NVIDIA's H800 chips. Those are super powerful processors, specifically designed for AI.
Right.
But if Deepseek and other open source models like it become really popular,
Yeah.
it could potentially reduce the demand for those expensive chips.
Because if anyone can build and run powerful AI, you wouldn't need those specialized chips anymore. That would be a big deal for NVIDIA.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Will the hardware market adapt, or will we see a shift in power within the industry?
Okay, so wrapping things up here, what are the key takeaways from all of this?
Well, I think the biggest one is that we're seeing a real shift in the AI world.
Definitely.
Deepseek coming in as this powerful open source alternative.
Mm.
It's shaking things up, challenging the way things have always been done.
Right, so why should the average person care about all this? How could DeepSeek actually affect their lives?
Think about it. Imagine a world where anyone, not just big companies, can access and use really sophisticated AI tools.
Mm.
That could change everything. Education, healthcare, entertainment, scientific research.
You're right, the possibilities are endless.
The potential benefits are huge. But of course, there are also challenges like ethical considerations and making sure this technology is developed responsibly.
That's a good point. So for everyone listening, here's something to think about. How could a world with easily available AI tools like DeepSeek change your life? What new opportunities do you see? What new challenges? It's an exciting time to be paying attention to AI, that's for sure.
For sure.
And that's a wrap for our deep dive today. We'll catch you next time.
See you later.